Sometimes you might be given a task to process the GNSS static data, so you need to have kind of an environment that will be suited for you. Today we will look up on how we can process this static data by using Trimble Business Center. So this is our software, the Trimble Business Center. The version is 5.52. So while you initial the database, let's wait for it to complete, and then we will continue processing the static GNSS data. So we will open our files to cross-check everything that we need in processing. I think if you are new to this field, don't hesitate, because we will start from scratch, explaining step-by-step procedures on how we can do processing. Even if you are a surveyor or civil engineer, you're welcome, because I will pass through and I will let you know everything. So please subscribe, share our videos, and comment down below to show appreciation for what we are doing, because this is important to surveying and construction field. My name is BM. After the TBC has opened, we have to create a new project. So click here, new project, and then you have to use the metric, because we are using metric. But if you are using international feet like United States of America, you can just select international feet. So for us, we use metric and then click OK. I'll set this as default because I'll use this always regularly. So when we open new project, we select the metric option. We will wait for a while, like 10 seconds, for this to open. After there, we will dive direct to the settings. So we'll come here to processing settings to do some settings. Keep in mind that when we are performing control surveying, we actually deal with different locations. So before, let me show you in the Google Earth Pro. Make sure you have the Google Earth Pro so that you can cross-check some issues like what I want to show you here. The control, geodetic control, the geodetic control network have different zones. So it will depend. For us, we'll using Tanzania in the case study. So Tanzania has different regions, or we call it zones. So sometimes you might let's go check here. So this is our point here in part of Dar es Salaam, here in parts of Arusha, and some parts of Dodoma, as you can see. And here is Tabora, and here is Makambako, Mbeya. So this will depend on your location, where are you processing from. For example, if I'm in Dar es Salaam, can you see the zone is at 7 southern hemisphere. So if we move from Dar es Salaam to Morogoro, we'll be around Sat7 southern hemisphere, still in Sat7 zone, and this zone are categorized vertically. So maybe like from here, this part of Zanzibar, Dar es Salaam, and Morogoro. So meaning when you go up, but in the same parallel line, you will still be in Sat7. If you are working in Morogoro, some parts of Morogoro, you're still in Sat7. If you are working in these parts of the southern Tanzania, you will be in Sat7. So if you go further from Morogoro to some parts of Dodoma and some parts of Iringa, you still in Sat7. But if you go Rito here, can you see the changes? We are here in Morogoro. If we go Rito, here is Sat7. But what if we go directly to this lake here is Sat6? So the changes start in these areas here. Here is Sat6. Just observe the changes here. That is here is Sat6 to this lake. What if we go further here around this, still SAT6, right? If we go then still SAT6, right? Okay, let's go further. Here's where SAT7 starts, here. So you have to concentrate your working area because this is very serious on your processing. So the SAT6 and SAT7 zone starts changing around these areas. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful, very, very careful. This part is SAT7 all the way to Zanzibar. But here is SAT6. Only little part of Kigoma is SAT5 along the lake. Little part. Okay. Now, if you have recognized your working zone, what's next is coming here to this Trimble Business Center, and then to the setting that you have to set there are some informations of which you have to make sure you fill in. For example, the file name, you have to write, maybe we can say processing. These are actually they are turned off because they will depend on the description that you are putting here. The reference number, if you have, you will maybe fill in the project name. You will write what kind of project are you doing, and this is the date, and this other things you may put at your own time, but the company name, the information, the post codes, and other details like email, the website, fax, phones, country, the city, state, other information that you like maybe to put concern the office descriptions and the field of operations. But what I want to show you is on the coordinate system. Here, this is where we have to change everything, because you have to identify the coordinate system that you are using. You have to identify the zone, and this is very important because I have shown you. And then you have to identify the data transformation coordinate systems, and then the global interpretation data, global reference that that's how you refer from. And then the joid, you have to identify the joid. Can you see there is no joid? So you have to click here on the change, and then you have to select maybe from coordinate system. So we have every coordinate system that's in this down below menu here. So you have to select yours. For us, we have these are coordinate system and zones, and these are default projection that we have we have used the previous. So you just click here on the coordinate system. For us in Tanzania, we always use the WGS84, the word unit key mekata. WGS84 UTM. So you have to use the word UTM, and then you have to select your zone, that is the southern hemisphere 36, because we are working on the 36 southern hemisphere. So then you have to click next to identify the horizontal data, which is WGS84 here, right? And then you have to click next, and then select the joid model. So the predefined joid model is EGM 96 and EGM 209, which is global. So we have EGM, we have EGM 96. Where is it? EGM, yes, EGM 96, which is global. This one global, EGM 96 global, and we have EGM 208. Yeah, yes, of course. So it's better use the global data, because the global joid, this is these are best fit for your processing. So I will select GM96, and then this is survey or control quality, so we can say survey quality. These are geode model quality, and then the vertical that for us is the mean sea level. For us here in Tanzania, with the mean sea level. So you have to finish, and then you have setted, and then either you have to set the datum transformation. I can see here if there is necessity of doing this transformation, you can change the settings, and then you put according to your wishes. And then anything else, I don't think if there is anything left, so you have to click OK, and then you are ready to go. So what we are going to do is we will follow the procedures of doing this processing of the TBC processing. So first of all, you have to understand why we are doing this processing. There are some information that we have to have, and we have to be with the control point. So because we are doing control surveying, we will base on the base point, of which might be, let's say we have 2 base control points, of which we will refer to. For example, if we have maybe, I can say maybe T045 and maybe T046, of which these are in nation grid and are recognized by the authorities, of which they are used to advise your work and tasks. So you have to be with easting, northing, or the coordinate of these base control points. The second thing that we have or we need to be with is RINEX observation data. These are 5 dots observation. Okay. Another thing that we have to be with navigation data. These are for the satellite information. If we have the RINEX observation data, this will help us to process and have the position of newly established day. So these are RINEX observation data coming from the new points, new control points, because we are doing for the control points, so this will come from the new control points. Another thing is the navigation data. So these are coming from there are some of them which are from the observations data. You know, observations files, there are observation data and the navigation data, but these are not enough, so we need to download the navigation files. So these are coming from navigation files, then we need to download. Then another thing that we have to be with is ephemerides. I don't know if it's like this. So these are satellite information, though they give us information about the satellite. So if we have all of this, we are now ready to go on how we can do control or survey processing. So let me show you example of these navigation files and these ephemerides for satellite informations and orbital satellite navigations. So we will go to web browser. Okay, let's open Chrome.